love this thing. If it makes money, if it doesn't, will I still do it? I was like, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope I still create.
Every great leader you admire, no matter how much success they show, has something they're still working through. Today, we're not talking about the version of them you already know. We're talking about the version they don't always show. What do you want me to call you? What people who know you, what do they call you?
My whole thing is, as long as you know my name is Crespatrick, then you can shorten it from there.
Okay.
People call me Cress, CP, Cressy. My wife calls me Cressy sometimes. So I just like people to know my full name because I'm named after my grandfather's.
I love
it's a
that.
way that I'm like, this honors them for people to know that I'm named after them. And then from there, if you want to shorten it, I'm cool with nicknames. I like nicknames. So, you know.
Well, then I think it's a beautiful intro to today's episode. I am honored to have Crespatrick with me. And for today, we'll go with Cress. We'll leave Cressy for your wife. We'll let her have that. We'll let her have that one. I won't take that one from her, but, let's get into it.
Yeah.
I know that when we were chatting previously, one of the things that you mentioned was sort of the two tensions that maybe you find yourself wrestling with often. It is the creative part of you that wants to be a maker of things because you value, by the way, I'm going to put a bunch of words in your mouth. So if I say anything that's not true, tell me I'm full of shit. Okay.
100%.
I perceive you to be a creative who is a maker of things that you believe in and wanting to be a maker of things for the purpose of the making, not necessarily the making such that it can be commoditized so it's profitable and valuable to you for the rest of your life. When your hands are moving, that's the greatest value. To have the transaction occur only gives the opportunity for somebody else now to carry that value with him. Is that fair so far?
Yeah, I would say so.
Talk to me about that tension of that feeling you have as a creative and as a maker and how that intersects with what's necessary as a business owner for that making to be sustainable.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of creatives start with the purity of just creativity, and the desire to make something out of nothing, or there's just a burning passion inside of them to make in whatever medium theirs is. Mine is with clothing, and I've loved, when I first started making clothing, I fell in love with narrative-driven pieces, stuff that starts with a story and then clothing pieces birth from that. And that's kind of how I've wanted to keep making in this way. But of course, you see people turning that into commerce. And it's like, this can be a business. This can be a way to live. This can be a way to support a family. And the pressures of that comes with that. And realizing that and seeing the allure of that, seeing people online, the lives they've lived, or hearing their stories of how they built these businesses. And it's motivating. It's something that's like, man, that sounds really cool. It sounds something I'd love to do, but there's always give and take with that on the creative side. If it grows into that, I can't just be creating all day. Like I have to step into the business side of thing. And business wasn't something I was always or not really ever motivated by. Sure, like I think one of the greatest compliments is when someone pays for something that I've made. I'm like, wow, you've taken your hard-earned dollars and given it towards something I've made. Like that means a lot. But being fueled by that I don't think I've ever really gotten this, like, I don't know, dopamine rush of when someone purchases something. It means a lot. And I'm like, I understand that. But I think the biggest thing is like, I've loved telling stories about why I made something that I made. And if someone resonates with that and connects with that and it moves them in a deeper way, I'm like, man, that's the beauty in it for me. But I think also growing and just, I'm married, and the struggle with, I need to be a provider. I need to, the man of the house kind of looks this way, and I need to be able to be a breadwinner, and seeing that, man, as much as I love what I'm making, it's not providing. I've never really utilized my brand to pay for our bills. And it's only at best kind of just reinvested in itself. It's never been something that's ever really been profitable.
And is that because it can't be, or because it just hasn't yet?
I think it can be. I think it's a combination of it hasn't yet, and a combination of I feel like there's just something in me that hasn't unlocked a certain side, or maybe believing lies that I can't be a businessman. And I think I've probably wasted a lot of time in that, and just rejected the idea of something staying small is beautiful to me. And if that's what it is, like, that's fine. But I'm like,
what do you want?
If I could, I would do my brand full time, have it be a full-time job, have it be something that can provide for myself and my family. But I also want to have a business where my creativity is protected. I hear a lot of stories about
define protected,
where I keep my creativity sacred, where there's importance of creating where it's not rushed to these certain fashion calendars, or I have to do this or that. Because I've rushed a lot with this brand, and everything I've rushed has always failed. And I know the place, my relationship with God is big for me, and I know me creating is a big way I connect with Him. And sometimes, like, monetizing that, I'm like, oh, should I monetize this? I don't know.
But are you monetizing your relationship with God, or are you monetizing the thing that He's given you the capacity to create?
I think it is a thing, the capacity to create. But I know a lot of my inspiration comes from a place with Him, and I know I'm like, I can't rush these things to try for profit. I think it's okay for me to. I'm like, oh man, I have this idea for this beautiful jacket, and I can put it out. But to demand of my creativity in that way, to be like, you have to be on time, you have to be like this at this certain time, and it has to make this much money. I think there's a way to do it. I think there's a balance.
Listen, I 100% agree with you. I don't know that you agree with you.
Yeah, sure.
I think you're right.
I think that's so real.
I think there absolutely is an wonderfully beautiful dance to be had in any business, whether it's highly creative and a deeply spiritually connected thing, or it's someone who makes the exact same widget over and over and over. I believe on both of those accounts, there can be something deeply connective about that process. And I don't want to diminish your creativity to widgets, and I don't want to make widgets better than they actually are. So let's be clear, they're very different items. I believe that there is a wonderful dance for them to happen. I'm not yet convinced. We've officially known each other for 9 minutes, so let's be very clear about that. But I'm not yet convinced that you believe that they can dance. I think you think they can dance for everybody else. I don't know if you believe that they can dance for you.
I would say that's true. I think those are conversations recently I've been having with myself, where I believe that there's a certain creativity put in me that God has put in me. And I think because of timeline, and I'm like, man, my brand, or I should be in a certain place right now.
Should's a dangerous word.
Yeah. I think I recently said this to myself. I was like, maybe I think I'm too special. Like, maybe I don't deserve this. I was like, there's tons of people who want to do what I do, but they never accomplish it. And I was like, maybe I'm just not meant to accomplish these things. I said that to myself last week.
This is going to be very, very overly simplified, but then we'll get into the weeds of it. I think the difference between those that do and those that don't are simply those that do. I think that we like to attribute a certainty of a result prior to our doing to justify the doing.
Yeah.
But I think that's the equation is backwards. To guarantee, to have certainty the brand will thrive and do 900,000 next year. And if I knew that, then I would do it. Shit, so would I. That's not the reason.
Yeah.
Like, I like alliteration a lot because I'm a simple guy. Like results, as long as results are the reason, you will never accomplish the thing you set out to do.
Yeah.
But if you can stay true to the reason, regardless of the result, and I'm not saying results are not important. I think goals are important. Metrics are important. KPIs are important. Timelines are important. They don't have to be follow the fall and winter, spring launch schedule, but timelines are important. If I buy some shit from you, I want you to do it.
Right.
That's the timeline is, are you or are you not? Right. I think we could both agree 100%. That's a fair thing.
Yeah.
So maybe some of the stories that we've crafted around what is necessary to yield the result are not your story.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet there are a lot of roadblocks you find yourself facing when you are trying to write your very own story with somebody else's books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes back into, it's going to sound like a very, very broad question, but it's maybe we're on a roll here. It's our third episode of the day. And so you're the third person I've asked this question to, but maybe it's just where we're supposed to be. What do you want? What do you want? And I'm going to ask that, try really hard not to give me any disclaimers or try to justify what you say.
Sure.
Just tell me, what do you want?
I want to be obedient to God.
And in my pursuit of obedience, I believe that I need to
trust Him.
And I have found in my life, when I trust Him most, I tend to
be at peace.
Maybe the business is never designed for the sole purpose to be profit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe it absolutely could be. Maybe our pursuit of peace is actually the gateway to profitability.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop trying to tell the story about who we think we are, and we could tell the story about who we're becoming.
Yeah. That's good.
That I think there's a piece missing of the depth and intricacy of what you are making that is currently being missed, that I think could be one of the single greatest catalysts to you changing, to you living into the becoming of your brand.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good. Think of, comparison is a killer. And I think I've realized a lot this year. I've taken a lot of steps within the brand, and it's all felt like just like striving in ways that aren't. It was a lot of rushing in it.
Give me your definition of rushing. That's a single word you've used more than any word in the last 14 minutes.
It's functioning off of someone else's timeline and trying to do what I do under someone else's timeline.
And who currently, and who were the proverbial who, you can give me a group, and you don't give me a person's name.
Yeah.
Who right now do you feel like is dictating this timeline of yours?
Specifically it was towards I was trying to build my brand for this trade show.
Okay.
And, trade show happens at a certain time. So it was really it was like this was a trade show I've always wanted to get into.
Okay.
Got accepted into it. There was a time crunch. I thought I needed to come to the trade show a certain way. So I kind of scrapped everything I was doing, trying to do something brand new for it. And by the end of it, when it came to it, all of that I was trying to do had failed. And I was like, I think I just need to revert back to what I was originally doing.
Okay. What I heard though is that the timeline wasn't the problem. I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
I don't think the timeline was the issue. You had a great plan based on what you thought you needed to do in order to be seen, known, and accepted. Sure. You changed your plan. The time is a time no matter what.
Yeah.
The mortgage is going to come no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't care if we like that timeline or not.
For sure.
On the first, someone's going to want their money.
Yep.
In a variety of categories in our life.
Yeah.
We can't change that.
Yeah. We
have to adhere to that.
Yeah.
I don't think that the issue for the trade show, as someone who knows 0.7% about the experience, I don't think the issue was the timeline.
Yeah. I think I made it an issue.
I'm gonna reach far and then tell me I'm full of crap.
Yeah.
I wonder if the timeline is the easiest scapegoat when we feel like we've let ourselves down. Your words, because we didn't allow ourselves to remain obedient.
Yeah.
And it's the easiest thing to point at and go, they rushed me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I heard you say you had a great fucking plan. And I heard you say what you were working on just before the trade show said yes, you loved. And I heard you say you went back to what you loved at the very end. All of that, I would attribute it to the path of obedience.
Yeah.
Right? You were doing the thing you believed. That's obedience. Do I do the thing I believe?
Yeah.
And you were. And somewhere in there, something said to you, CP, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Who you are is not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You better come up with something they're going to like.
Mm-hmm.
And so you tried to do the thing you thought they would like. Which, by the way, probably was still badass, but that's neither here nor there. But it wasn't the thing you wanted to bring.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel right.
Yep.
We have yet to use the word timeline in our conversation.
Yeah. It's true. I think it's thinking at times that it's not enough, or that there's always something new to be done, but there's still so much, I don't know, juice to be squeezed out of something. And I'm like, I've done this. It needs to be, but where I was coming to, no one knows it. It's brand new to all these people. I think me failing to see that and just constantly with feeling like, I don't know, prisoner of social media, it's like, what's new? What's next? What's next? We've seen it. It's done. It's cooked. And it's like, I can't be ruled by that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to, and I want to say this, I hope, as an encouragement and really more of a reminder for me and you than anything. So I tell people not to give a preface, and I just preface. So I broke my own rule, but I think I mentioned to you, maybe not, maybe it was earlier. The guest we had that came on the show, their episode came out a couple of days ago, and he texted me and he was like, "Hey man, just want to check in. How's the response been to the show?" And I said, I don't know. He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know? I was hoping, did it go the way you wanted?" I said, "The podcast go the way that I wanted? Is that what you're asking me?" He's like, "No, since you released it, how's the response been?" And I said, "I have no idea. I did the show. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought we had a great conversation. I have no idea what the clips are doing. I have no idea how many people commented. I have no idea if people like it. I don't know how many people downloaded it. To be totally honest with you, his name was Nashi. To be totally honest with you, I don't even know that anyone's downloaded it. I don't know that anyone's listened to it on Spotify. I have no idea.
That's great.
That's not why I made it.
Yeah.
Now, I could say that a little bit easier than the average person because the podcast is not generating revenue for us. So it's not apples to apples here. I understand that. But Instagram is also not generating revenue for you. The quality of your work is generating revenue.
Yeah.
Your reputation is generating revenue.
Yeah.
Your story is generating revenue. Your obedience is generating revenue.
Yeah.
The kind of human being that you are and the way that you're telling the story about the piece that you hope someone wears and what they think is generating revenue.
Yeah.
So do what you want.
Yeah.
There are enough people to buy it. As long as the CTA is clear and the path to purchase is simple.
Yeah.
How many people have you met in the last 4 years?
A lot.
How many people have you met who are doing what you're doing?
Hardly any.
Come on now. How many people in the last 4 years are creating anything that we would say is direct competition for what you're making?
Not really.
No.
Yeah.
So it's us against us.
So true.
And we are our very own worst critic.
Yep.
No one will stop us more than we will. I can promise you that.
Yep.
I don't know how old you are, but I know you're not as old as me. So I'm telling you, no one will stop us as much as we will.
Yeah.
And no one will give us greater fuel than us.
Yeah.
And so I believe deeply in my soul that you can be highly creative and deeply passionate about what you are making and it make a shitload of money. I don't think they are related at all.
Mm.
In the same way that I have done my very best, not perfectly, be very clear about this, but I've done my very best over the last 2 decades of being a business owner, that I said I will never have a business that jeopardizes my marriage or my children.
Mm.
And has that been detrimental to the profitability and growth? Absolutely. I would be foolish to say that it hasn't.
Yeah.
But I believe in the next decade, it will be my single greatest catalyst to profitability. We were literally having this conversation with the team earlier in between episodes today. Try it out on you for the first time.
All right.
I think the greatest thing that I bring to the table is that I want to be able to prove 40 years from now that you can be incredibly impactful and live a regular life.
Mm. Yeah. All the sound of that.
That I want my neighbors to know who I am.
Yeah.
Before I'm looking for the next subscribe link.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That I want Joe, who lives next door and is having a hard time to walk, I want to be the person he texts when he needs something off the top shelf that he can't get.
Yeah.
I don't want him to wait 2 weeks for his daughter to come back in town.
Yeah.
I want to be the safe place for my friends to land.
Yeah.
And I want to make enough money that when someone says, "Can you help me?" my answer is always yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to take time. And I can't rush it.
Yeah.
Man, but the only person that seems to want to hit the fast forward button is me. And so maybe we'll prove in 2 more decades that you can be highly impactful and be a regular dude.
I love that.
Maybe we'll prove in a decade that you can be a premier custom designer
Mm-hmm.
who loved his wife,
Yeah.
cared for his community,
Mm-hmm.
and believed that he was obedient when the rest of the world said hurry.
Yeah.
He said, "I'll be there exactly on time."
Amen. Yeah.
That's a good breath right there.
There's peace in that.
So the pursuit of peace may in fact be profitability.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, what you're talking about, should. It's a dangerous word. Things should be a certain way, should by this time. We're so rushed by these timelines we create. It's like they shouldn't exist. Time shouldn't matter. If I'm just able to do the thing that I love, if I love it, whether for money or not, I think that's been also a conversation I've had. It's like, okay, I love this thing. If it makes money, if it doesn't, will I still do it? I was like, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope I still create, even if it's maybe just for my neighbor or friend. If it's like, I just make a piece for a friend on their birthday. I think that I was like, how do I always protect that? If I don't make money from it, if it doesn't, whatever may happen, well, I still create, because I was like, I don't want this pursuit of commerce for my creativity to kill my creativity. And I think that's what I am trying to navigate. It's like, how do I protect it? Because I'm like, I don't want this, the business side to kill it.
But what if instead of spending so much energy protecting, you spent that same amount of energy propelling?
Yeah.
Like I think about the phrase like this. I ask myself often, and I'm going to use a little bit different analogy, but I think we can find a way to make it relate. Am I utilizing my past pain as a mechanism to protect myself or a mechanism to propel myself?
It's a good question.
And unfortunately, I don't always have the answer that I would enjoy having. However, are you expending your energy so much of your energy to protect the creativity that it actually can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be propelled.
Yeah.
If in fact it is who you are, stop expending so much energy trying to not be something and expend the energy in becoming something.
Yeah.
That's literally a phrase I have to tell myself regularly.
Yeah.
Stop trying to spend so much energy worrying about being a shitty husband and a father, because you're not. You're a great husband and father. Perfect? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Doing my very best with what I got. Please, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Do you know how much better and how much further I can be if I gave that exact same energy I'm using to protect myself from becoming something I'm not, and instead gave the energy to becoming the thing I desire?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how much different would my business be?
Mm.
How much different would my life be, and my kids be, and my marriage be, and my opportunity to serve you? I mean, the list is endless.
Yeah.
But it starts with me. I have to be willing to say, maybe in the kindest, most loving way to myself possible, like maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it does originate with me.
Mm-hmm.
If all the energy you gave to protecting the creativity, you trusted the creativity exists because it's in your bones. The creativity exists out of obedience, not out of protection.
Mm-hmm.
So spend the next 90 days doing nothing but giving all the energy you gave to protecting the creativity to propelling the creativity.
Yeah. That's good.
Every time you think, I don't know, think, nah, we're going 100%. I know, but because I.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when no, because I'm going to.
Yeah.
You are one person away from having $1 million clothing line. One. You're one DM away from, I'm going to make up a bunch of brands who may not be who you care to work with or not, but we're just using it for the same example,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like you're one DM away from Everlane saying, we got you.
Yeah.
That's all it needs. One. We need one DM.
Yeah.
We don't need 100 DMs. We need one. We need one DM that says, hey, in 9 months from now, we'll pay you $500,000. Can you get us this many pieces? That's it. One.
It is.
But if we say nothing, they hear nothing.
True. Yeah.
And so if you believe you have something worth saying, say it.
Yeah. Gotta shout it.
Loudly.
Yeah.
Not because we hope that we are louder than any other person who has a message to share, but because we believe deeply in what it is that we're saying.
Yeah. That's good.
I mean this with the utmost sincerity. And there'll be a day maybe that I don't get to say this, but I don't foresee that day coming anytime soon. So I don't think there are 100 people who are going to hear this in its entirety.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not saying that being cheeky or saying that I think it's bad.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think our show is awesome. I think our production side, I think we have great conversations. Really great. I think we have great people. I think it is lovely. But I'm saying it because I think it needs to be said, and I'm saying it because I want to. And I'm hopeful that if I do that consistently, I just need one person to hear it. Yeah. I need one person to hear it to go, I'm going to change my life. My work's done. Thank you. We did it.
Yeah.
And I really hope I need one person to hear it who's like, hey, do you want your own show? Thank you very much, right? I want both. I'll be very clear about it. I would like both. But to me, they're equally weighted. There's a creative out there who's going to hear what you have to say and they're going to think, son of a bitch, I'm doing it. If Chris is doing it, so am I. I promise you. I know they will. That's what makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I hope Everlane hears it.
Come on. I get your emails.
Yeah. So like, I think there's an element of that what do you feel like you would do differently if you stopped selling yourself short?
I think a lot of what you were saying about as much effort as I put into protecting, propelling. And I think also not realizing when lies are in my ears and turning away from those, and turning towards truth and thinking because of this, then that. If I
tell me one of the lies that you hear yourself say most often.
top of this year, I went freelance. I had been working full time for a company. And then now I'm thinking I need to go back to full-time work. And I believe that if I take this full-time job, I'm going to have to quit doing my brand. And I think it's always either or. And again, I think about time and I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. And I lean into that. And I think I start to victimize myself. Like, woe is me. I have this beautiful dream. I have to kill it because I need to take responsibility and like, you know, be making sure our bills are paid and making sure my wife feels like she's supported too and that I don't put this dream over her. And I think I can sit with that and start to believe it. I know it's not true, but if I'm feeling sad, I'll lean into it and be like, woe is me. And yeah, that's not something I need to sit with. It may come up, but just quickly turn away from it and turn towards truth.
Tell me the truth.
The truth is that I can do both. You know, it's going to be hard, but I know I'm meant to do hard things. And it wouldn't be worth it unless it was hard. And it's going to require maybe sacrificing some things, maybe some nights, maybe some weekends. Can't go out with people. If I'm like, I have this passion, maybe for the next couple of weeks, I'm not going out with people, not spending money here. Maybe I put that money towards some fabric or, you know, making things or building this passion. So I think it's shying away from the hardness of things. I think I'm like, I don't want things to be so hard. And I think at times, like everything just seems hard. I'm just like, I just want something that just feels easy. Can I just have one thing that just feels easy that propels me?
Yep.
So
the easiest thing in life I've ever found is choosing the hard thing.
That's good.
And maybe even because I like to be an optimist. I guess technically I like to be a realist, but sometimes optimism feels better. I would just even encourage you what would be different. I'm a words guy, and so some people roll their eyes just to change semantics, but I think it matters. What if now for the next 100 days, you did a 100-day challenge that you never again said, I'm going to do the hard thing. You only said, I'm going to do the human thing.
That's good. Yeah.
Because life is not hard. Life is just human.
Yeah.
And being a human is difficult. Being a loving, kind, and caring one is really, really hard. And being loving and caring and kind while also believing you are worthy and valuable is immensely difficult.
Yeah.
But it's also human. And so I would encourage you to not do the hard thing for the next 100 days. I would encourage you to do the human thing.
Yeah.
The human thing says, I love my wife and I want to make sure that we as a family feel cared for and safe and protected. And one way we do that is financially. And if what will do that is the ability for me to generate a certain amount of revenue through a job for a season, I will be human. And humans have dreams and passions and goals. And so a part of my humanity is on Saturdays, I will choose not to go out on some Saturdays because I will do the thing and I will be obedient to the thing that I was given and that I love because I'm human. And when it's difficult, I will tell people that I love and care about, this is very difficult. Will you be with me? And when it's wonderful and it works and Everlane calls, I will celebrate and be happy. And in all scenarios, I will choose to be human.
Yeah.
And it will not be sexy and it will not be shareable. And most of the stories we put on Instagram about it are not going to look fun.
Yeah.
But it will be us.
Yeah.
It will be a thing that we did deeply believe in. And it will trust that through our obedience, there will be peace.
That's so good. Yeah. The human thing.
The human thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is human.
Yeah.
Be human.
Yeah.
But man, we like to be so many things other than just a regular person.
Oh, yeah. not satisfied.
Mm-hmm. And typically, to your point, because we are longing for that satisfaction to be fulfilled by somebody else's perception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Same.
Yeah.
I have to very literally, with real words in public, I have to say things aloud that are true. So I remind myself it's okay for me to live my life that way. I say from the stage very often in front of thousands of people a year, I say out loud, I know I will not be the most famous speaker in the world because I love my wife and my kids more than I love you. Hope you guys have a great time. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be pompous. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. Mm-hmm. I just know that I have to say publicly the thing that I really want and believe, because if I don't, I know what I will do. Yeah. I will choose me and fame every time. Mm-hmm. I know I will.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there was enough grace extended to me. It's the reason I'm not a teaching pastor at a very large church, is because I was offered it. And thankfully, someone has said, hey, you're an idiot. Don't say yes to this, because you know what you want, and it's not actually to help people.
Wow.
What you want is because you want people to shake your hand and tell you you're awesome. And man, I do want that.
Yeah.
I absolutely want to go to the airport and you to take a picture with me. I want for you to recognize me.
Yeah.
I want for you to think, oh my God, you're so awesome. I love everything you say. Yes. Yeah. Very candidly. I very much want that.
Yeah.
But I also refuse to get on stage and tell you that you are capable of living a life without jeopardizing what you love most, while jeopardizing what I love most to be on that stage. That math doesn't math.
No.
So sometimes I get to do what I want to do. And sometimes I choose not to do the thing that I actually really want to do, because it's not actually what I want.
It's really beautiful. That self-awareness is so necessary. And then for you to know to choose against it and just be honest. Yeah, we want those things. Fame is alluring. As much as I'm like, I don't want, like, that life is not good for me. And I would say I don't want it. Being recognized, that feels good.
Yeah.
Someone knowing me when, like, it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous thing.
I think to use your words, and I want to be clear, there are people who are made and designed to pursue fame, and I think it's amazing, and I think they should. And I may come back and listen to this episode in a decade while I'm on my Netflix special, and I may have to eat my own words.
But you'll probably get there without that being the goal.
But I hope that if I ever arrive there, I hope that my wife and my kids are in the audience.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage you and me both to create with deep obedience.
Yeah.
The thing that we love most, not in hopes of gaining recognition. But I do hope that our pursuit of the thing that we love does allow us to be recognized. And I do hope that people see Cress or Crespatrick or CP or even Cressy. I do hope that there is a day that you land at a place, not out of the pursuit of recognition, but because you stayed true to who you were long enough that you were recognized and that somebody knew you. And to be totally transparent, I hope the same thing for me.
Yeah.
To be recognized is to be known. To be recognized is to be familiar. To be recognized is to have someone see us for who we are.
Yeah.
I long to be recognized.
Yeah.
I have no desire for recognition.
That's good.
And I believe you can create wonderful and amazing things with deep purpose and make money. Don't believe the lie that you can't. The world lives on time. Time is not the problem. We are.
Yeah.
So create your own timeline the way that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then push it a little bit.
Yeah.
You can be everything that you are becoming. I deeply believe that.
I received that. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It will never look the way that we think it will look in the beginning. But almost always obedience allows the result to be exponentially better than we could have imagined to begin with.
Yeah.
And so, let us not fight for what we hope the result will be. Results can't be the reason. Let us daily show up in obedience because we deeply value and care about the thing that we are building, whether it's words or whether it's clothing, such that there's a day that you are recognized.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Preach, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Don't give up.
Thank you.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Or you can go all in on one.
Yeah.
And they're all right.
Yeah.
Don't believe the lie that the only two options are right and wrong. Trust that you know the difference between those two.
Yeah, for sure.
Allow yourself to get caught up in the mix of right and left. Either way will be right.
Yeah.
But be willing to take a risk on yourself.
Yeah.
If you expect anybody else to take a risk on you.
That's very true. Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate you. I'm going to have you back here in about 6 months and we're going to do it again and we're going to see where we are.
All right, let's do it.
Is that fair?
That's very fair.
All right.
Yeah.
If you feel like Cres, and there are times that you think, man, I want to stop or give up or I'm unsure, can I do both or can I be me or what does it even mean to do the human thing? I would love for you to join me this month for our leadership workshop. You can go to rockygarza.com/confidence. You can get all the details there. And we would love to have you. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for listening to this week's podcast. Don't forget to join us this month for our leadership training. You can register you and your team at rockygarza.com/confidence.